All right. What's up, everybody? Sorry about the delay. Get your butt off my thing. Sorry about the delay. I got a phone call right when I went live from my kid's school, so got to take that. Got to take that. You might be wondering why I'm live, but I actually have an appointment today at 1 o'clock or 1:30 when I normally would be live. I made this appointment back when I was going live at 10 o'clock, so I guess we're back to this for just today. Just because there were some things I wanted to talk about a little bit on We Grow Wednesday, so I wanted to make sure I got on for a little bit at least, a few interesting things, and maybe find out some um, important stuff too, real quick while we're hanging out. Um, Probably won't be, I don't know. I don't want to put a time limit on it, but we'll hang out for a little while. Let me play the intro still, though. I mean, if anybody watches the replay, I think there's some replay watchers out there. Check it out, and we're going to be right back in 420. I got to, give a little time for myself to hit those like buttons, share it out, and stuff like that. So if you could help me out with it, I'll be right back. Let's grow.
When the indoor farmer has a tale to tell, under the glow of LED lights where his stories dwell. He's not just growing greens, he's sowing seeds of thought. In a studio with a microphone where wisdom's bought. We grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time. With Waylon, we'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time. We'll live and we'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Join Waylon for our journey so fine. Learning, laughing, and sometimes sad, but always together from the good to the bad. He speaks of the benefits, the pros and the cons of the plant that has helped him feel less withdrawn. With guests from all walks, stories to share, Waylon makes sure that no one feels like they're there alone. So come every Wednesday, find your place in his light, where Waylon, the indoor farmer, invites you to grow not just plants, but your soul, your mind, in a world where together we're truly aligned. Tune in, grow with us, let's expand our view on We Grow Wednesday with Waylon. It's true.
Waylon, the indoor farmer, has a tale to tell. Under the glow of LED lights where his stories dwell. He's not just growing greens, he's sowing seeds of thought. In a studio with a microphone where wisdom's taught. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time with Waylon. We'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time with Waylon. We'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word. A veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, it shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs and yes, the wear and tear.
When you
Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? All right, I'm just gonna tag a few people in here, just because. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna tag a couple of friends in here anyway. People that maybe I have tagged recently for whatever reason. Just get them in here. Why not? Okay, well, that's a few tags. Good enough. I can't spend all day trying to get 5 more people in here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, so some of you might be popping on this live stream later on, or maybe after it's over with. I meant to talk about it yesterday. I didn't realize that I had a appointment schedule at this time when I had a different when my schedule was different. So I still wanted to get on here and get a show in for October 1st, and I had a few things I wanted to talk about. I saved a few posts that I thought were pretty interesting, so we're going to check out that stuff and maybe anything else that's growing on. I got to get outside to tie my ladies up, my plants outside. They're starting to look like they're dead. I don't know if that's just normal at this time. I should know this by now. Every year I have had plants outside in the last 3 years or so. So I should know this by now, but I don't. It is what it is. So I'm going to put up, no, that's okay. We don't need that right now. We got a few people over on the Rumble. It says there's 4 viewers, but I only see 2. That's interesting. 1 + 1. Oh, it's finding people on X. It sees the X numbers now. Did they fix it? Are they working on it? I don't know. Sounds good. Okay, well, let's check a couple things out while we're here. I'll probably just be talking to myself today because it's at a different time, but I hope some of you will catch it. I'll just go ahead and... Oh, I didn't hit the like button yet. Oh, wow. All right, let me pull up some tunes, and I'm going to pull up a couple of posts that I really wanted to talk about. Shouts out to all my new Rumble followers. Had a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a bump, if you will. And I found out my music is a little bit too loud still, even though I can barely hear it. Oh, wait, that's kind of loud. That should be better. How about that? You guys can't hear it yet, but, well, you guys, anyone who might be watching later, no one's going to be here now, but maybe in a little bit, some friends will get notified. I could tag a few more people, maybe. Let's see who else is out there. That's weird. I don't see a friend of mine anymore in the list. They're gone. They just left. Let's see. We'll tag a few friends. The people who sometimes I've seen in here once or twice. We'll tag you guys. I'm trying to think of who else to tag. Let's see. Well, you know what? Since we're just chilling on our own today, I think I'll go ahead and I'll hit the bong early today because I have a few things lined up and not a huge amount of stuff. We could check out our usual suspects on the websites. Got a couple hours that I can hang out. Although I should get back outside ASAP, get those ladies tied up. You know what I mean? All right, we're on my page. Okay, cool. We got a couple things to pull up. So this is pretty cool. This is a observation beehive. So let's check it out. Let's see if we can pull it up.
Bring it downward in a cone shape. Imagine keeping a full bee colony right inside your house. This clear box isn't just decoration. It's a living observation hive. Inside, the bees build their comb just like they would in the wild,
Pretty cool.
hanging it downward in a cone shape. Every cell is busy. Workers raising brood, storing honey, and tending to the queen. The hive is fitted with thermometers and vents to track the bees' climate, making sure both temperature and humidity stay just right for developing larvae. But the most interesting part is the tunnel. A clear tube runs straight to the window, giving the bees a safe highway to the outside
Pretty
world.
cool.
They
Again,
leave to
pretty
gather
cool.
nectar and
Even
pollen,
cooler.
then return through the same passage.
Cheers.
This setup isn't about harvesting honey, it's about learning. It reveals what usually stays hidden, the inner life of a beehive, buzzing away right next to us. Imagine keeping a full bee colony right inside your house. This clear box isn't
And it
just
spins
decoration.
too.
It's a living observation hive. Inside, the bees build their
It spins. I wonder if
Every
that's
cell
like-
is busy.
Oh, dang it.
Imagine workers.
I wonder if they did that on purpose, the spin thing. Or, I wonder if it goes all the time. Here's a video I thought was very intriguing.
A child react like this. Have you ever seen a child react like this after a phone or tablet was taken away from them?
What? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
I dare you, he said.
Because we just
you.
investigated this trend.
Oh, not right now. Mama, I'll
Right,
bring the
Macy
iPad
came in
back
for a
later,
second.
okay?
And the results are disturbing.
Even hit the like button for me once. Thanks.
Nightfam, if this reminds you of a kid in your life right now, you definitely cannot skip this video. And the data I'm about to share with you is essential for anyone living in today's time.
He's just always in his own world. He really quiet for real unless he know you.
This is the dark future of iPad kids, also known as the Generation Alpha.
Generation
Apparently,
Alpha.
this 8th grade kid cannot spell a single word correctly on his list.
We're talking about anyone in your family who is 13 years old or younger right now. Kids who were born at the same time as the iPad in 2010. Kids who at 8 years old already had their first
Oh,
phone.
hey, Macy's back. Just says you're watching.
And they're the only humans in the history of the world to have grown up with a gadget as a babysitter.
Mama, I'll bring it back, okay?
I mean, some of these kids haven't even experienced what it's like to get dirty and play outside with neighbors. They literally cannot comprehend a life without social media. And sadly, their parents have chosen the easy way out, using the iPad to shut them up. And don't get me wrong, I can kind of understand you. Many of you parents are just tired. That's why you do this. At least I want to hope so. But see, the temporary relief of 5 minutes
Well, hey,
when
Betty,
you're letting
thanks
a
for popping in
gadget
to say
take
hi.
care of your crying child has a permanent curse in exchange, and it lasts for a lifetime. And it's important to say that this isn't just my opinion. This is data. Just recently, school teachers came out saying these iPad-raised kids are doing really bad.
Teachers who have taught their entire lives are just up and quitting their jobs now because they can't handle these kids anymore. The iPad kids are out of control.
They can easily tap on touch screens, but cannot do basic things like reading or writing.
They quite literally don't have the muscles built in their hands to write properly or have the stamina to write because these kids weren't using their hands enough as children.
They tend to also get lower scores on language and critical thinking. And sure, they know how to navigate digital apps, but in exchange, they are years late in their education.
I teach 7th grade, they are still performing on the 4th grade level. Are you joking right now? And these are future leaders, our future doctors, our future nurses, our future...
This guy can't even speak
And
English.
because many of them were pretty much raised by an emotionless gadget that doesn't care about them, they're growing up to be, well, the same way.
Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. They don't respect any authority. You ask
This
them,
lady's
can you
only been
stand in your
teacher for a
designated
few
spot?
years,
They're
come
telling
on.
you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other.
For more data, if your child is getting more than 2 hours of screen time daily, a long-term study has showed
Thanks,
that
Betty.
they are likely
Appreciate
to
you
have
tagging.
emotional, social, and attention
It still
problems.
says
Kids
Macy's
cannot read.
watching. Macy's
They
still
cannot
out there
write.
somewhere.
They are ill
I haven't said
mannered.
anything
Since
yet,
looking
Mace,
at the
but I
screen
see
for a
it
long
says you're
time
watching.
limits children's ability to read faces, they get a harder time learning social skills and even empathy.
Right.
Which leads to kids who might act like this. Like they have anger issues, because when you train them to have everything in an instant, they don't even get to learn about patience.
I'm taking away your iPad. No. Give me the iPad.
They don't even get a chance to be challenged or learn how to cope with difficult feelings.
Okay.
Alright. They detach and disconnect.
Well, then you can read and
And it is so heartbreaking that all of this wrong exposure is happening at such a crucial age. Because, for even more data, at the early age of 5, up to 90% of a child's brain has already developed, meaning whatever their brain learns within this period will lay the foundation of how they will be as an adult.
Look, there's your books down there. You wanna read a book with Dada? You want an
He knows how
And
to
guys,
say
the reason why
iPad.
this is
Wow.
so urgent is because when it's too late to catch up on all these things, because your child or your sibling or whoever was too busy only watching the screen, scientifically, it might be too late to revive them later on in their life.
But I take a closer look, and she's playing a YouTube short, and the mom looks pissed, like she is totally out of it.
Only time will tell how bad it could get. But given the alarming data in 2017 that nearly 80% of children have access to a tablet, and that 1 out of 4 preschool-age kids has a digital device, we might be raising an entire generation of future adults who will not know how to innovate because they rarely played with toys that sparked their imagination.
They probably have no imagination because their brain hasn't actually been forced to come up with any original thought.
Who are more short-sighted than ever, ironically more connected, but also more lonely and likely untrusting because they have been so exposed to the nasty side of reality through their screens. I mean, do you notice how our Gen Z teens today seem to suffer way more from anxiety, depression, ADHD, dysmorphia,
Macy.
and all the other mental health issues?
That so many parents who grew up without iPads, without iPhones, without smart
Michael
devices
Black, what's up,
act
man?
as if they have no clue what to pull out if they take the iPad away.
That's why it's just so ironic because Steve Jobs himself who created the iPad, once said that he would never allow his own kids to use them.
The Apple founder actually would not let his own kids play with computers.
Because he himself knew he created an addictive machine that is specifically manufactured for your kids to get hooked. Yes, your kids are being targeted with overstimulation, with YouTube channels like Cocomelon, using the brightest colors, flashing lights, and memorable music, all acting like stimulants in children's minds. They won't be able to resist this. They are almost hypnotized by it. And soon, like junkies who need to get their next fix, everything else to them in the real world will pale in comparison.
But won't even watch the hockey game because they're too busy playing a game of hockey on the iPad instead of watching the hockey in real life.
Because now that they are raised by the algorithms, they are bored by reality. Until the online world they always watch starts to blend with their real life, and they find it difficult to see the difference between both. I mean, let's be honest, I'm sure you've noticed how some kids these days already speak and act like they are in videos. And perhaps the most disturbing thing is not just what they watch, but who is watching them. If you don't guard your child enough, they can encounter evil channels on YouTube or TikTok that fool kids with twisted versions of cartoons.
On the left of the screen, there's the real episode of Peppa Pig. And on the right, that fake that you're talking about, fear, torturous appearance.
If you post your kid's face on social media, it can be free for any creep to view and download. And if you don't monitor what music or shows they consume, they will start idolizing questionable people, normalizing horrible things way too soon.
You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. 5! Where's the parenting?
But, Nightfam, hearing all of these concerning things, is the problem really with the iPad, or is the problem with the parenting?
This will be her first iPad, but she had 3 tablets. Currently on the 3rd one right now, because the other 2 broke. But yeah, moms, what do you all think? I might get it for her either way.
Because while these future problems are very real, it's also true that these gadgets do help the kids be smarter too. After all, the iPad is only just a tool. It's all about making sure you use the tool and not let the tool use you. Finally, how can you save your kid from this dark future? It's simple. Embrace being a parent and let your kid be a kid. When they throw a tantrum, talk to them through it. Don't just give them the tablet to get peace.
That's why the iPod's up there on top of that cupboard, so little boys don't get it.
Let them go outside and touch grass. Let them have
Throw
the
them in the
same
yard.
rich childhood you had. Because boredom is really where their creativity can shine. And if you absolutely have to give your kid that iPad, make sure they are at least 3 years old. And please keep it to a minimum until they learn to never look for it anymore.
What do you want?
I want the iPad.
I told you can't have it.
Until they finally realize that real life and real experiences will always be way more special.
I need everybody else in my generation to promise that we are not going to raise iPad children. Please.
Nightfam, with an open heart
While he's
and
looking at the
a
screen.
genuine
While I'm
interest to
looking at
make
the
this
screen.
world a
While
better
you're all
place,
looking at the screen.
please share this video with your friends and family. If you believe that iPad kids deserve a better future, and if we care enough to make this come true, we should start by giving them a better childhood.
So, yeah, I mean, it's powerful, right? But I like that he kind of turns it around a little bit towards the end. Like, of course, it's not all bad, but it's how you use it. It's kind of like the post I made today, which was a lot of people like to say social media isn't real life, but I disagree. I mean, they are real people, and the way that I make that come full circle is I go to those real life events and I meet real life people, small business owners, friends, people that I've talked to online. We meet up at events like Macy right there in the comments. We're gonna meet up at the Canna Craft on this weekend. So it's like, hey, you're real, I'm real. I might be real annoying sometime, and you might be a real pain in the ass sometime, but we're real fucking people. And you know what I mean? And it's like, it's what you make of it. I do find myself scrolling too much, but the issue, for me, how do I put it? I don't think it's doom scrolling so much. I scroll to see friends or even people that are on my friends list who I really, really don't know. You know, there's plenty of friends on the friends list that you just really don't know. If it's a general post, a picture, you know, like a thing happening in their life, you know, nothing too crazy. Like if it's something kind of crazy, like I'm just not gonna touch it. I'll see you later. If I comment on it, it's because something maybe, you know, I feel like I could add to the conversation. But most of the time, I'm gonna skip your post if it's like, you know, drama filled. You know what I mean? But if it's like a sad post, or if it's a you know, like a condolences or needing prayers, you know, I'll give you that care emoji. I'll give you the prayers emoji. And so I find myself doing that a little bit too much. I'm scrolling to find people to that are on my friends list to show some support or to engage with. I don't know that a lot of people, I think the whole term doom scrolling is like, you're not really interacting with any of the posts. You're just, you know, just like nonstop to see more, like fucking Johnny 5 on, you know, Short Circuit. Shouts out. See, I was raised on the TV, you guys. I was raised on the TV, so I have endless movie references for almost every situation that I find myself in. And you know what? That's kind of how, a lot of times that's how we related to each other. You know, you go to school and you're saying lines from that movie that you all saw and you all like loved it. So you're just using, you know, there's like a handful of kids at school and you're all just saying lines from it. Or, you know, when I was in the military, we would have movies where we would just, you know, be quoting movies all the time. And that's funny and it's fun and it's actually a social thing. But this day and age, if I could say that term, there's so much content that most of us haven't seen that other thing that the other, like, so there's not a lot of common references. I mean, there are some big movies that come out still, but even those are maybe you're not going to have a group of people, you know, that all saw it. Like, anyway, I digress. Hey, James popped in. Hey, what's up, my guy? I'm a pain all the time, right? Right, Macy? Macy, have you tried Rumble Studios yet? I challenge you to give it a shot. You'll like it. It's free. StreamYard, you know, this free version of StreamYard is pretty limited, but not the Rumble's free version. Rumble should make a paid version to compete with the StreamYard paid version. Anyway, you guys should head over to Rumble if you're not yet. There's not my Rumblers aren't used to me being live right now, so unless that's wrong, that thing could be wrong. A lot of times it's wrong. Fucking wrong. Let me go over here and check it out anyway. Straight up. No, just one. Just one. And I popped in just in time to hear myself say the F word triumphantly. Anyway, so I saw some comments about the video. Totally agree. It's crazy, but it's also like, so I'll give you guys an example with my own son. Yes, his face gets put on screen on Facebook sometimes. I don't go out of my way to just post cute pictures of my kids, but sometimes I'll have a picture of my son up there. And the truth of it is, like, whether you try to hide your kid from social media or not, or I mean even just their likeness or their picture gets out there. I mean, your picture gets out there. You're in public. You've got, you know, video cameras everywhere. You've got people taking pictures everywhere. I typically, when I go to events to do my reviews, I really try my darndest to not get anybody's faces in the pictures, but it still happens. And there I see a lot of other professionals, quote unquote, professional like photographers and videographers at these events. And they're not saying shit or asking anybody permission. They're just in your face. Like, you're just getting it. It's you. You're there, public. So I don't know. I feel like it's maybe just common courtesy, or maybe a courtesy, to try not to get everybody's faces in the shots, or at least until I'm doing a big enough thing that maybe I have to get everything, you know, like they had some drone footage of the Keefe Canna Fest I saw, and it's like, you know, you're not getting people's permission for that. Like, you're droning, you're taking the whole thing, but you're also kind of far away too, so you're not seeing a lot of people's faces like that. My whole point by that was that your faces are still getting out there. Now, I wouldn't personally go out of my way to give my permission to some app to use my face likeness, like all these, you know, like action figure like app, and like all these, like, remember the app where it would take your face and turn it into a cartoon? Everyone loved that for a while. I don't go out of my way to do those things, but it's not like someone couldn't just rip off my face from Facebook and do that, you know, put it in the app or whatever. Oh, I never did say anything in the Rumble chat. Let's grow. So we're kind of doing sort of a little more than usual laid back episode today, because I didn't realize I had made an appointment today with the VA, and it was when my show was at 10 o'clock. So, and I didn't realize until I got close to the appointment, and like, oh crap. So I was either not have a show today or just do a little impromptu hangout. We don't post pics of our son much at all. I mean, you know, I limit it, but it has happened, and I do post us sometimes. Be with you Saturday, second cannabis event ever. Oh, nice. They are bringing back Friday the 13th. Oh, you mean the movies? Nice. Still learning, Macy. Okay. Well, I mean, anytime, and no time like the present to give it a shot. You're probably busy, but I'll post the link up for anybody who wants to attempt it. Probably best on a computer. If you got a computer, it's probably faster and easier since you already have a Rumble account. But if you are not on a computer, you have to have an app called Rumble Studios. I know you already have the Rumble account, which is all you need to use it, but Rumble Studios is the app on the phone. Now, you have an Android. I think there's an Android version of the app. I don't know, but I'm going to assume. What's this? Okay. The DA. See the AI video I posted? I didn't. I got a few more things to pull up here that I wanted to show. Several things I shared out today, which was just happened to be, oh yeah, this is really cool. I really want one of these. It's too much music. I can't do that. But yeah, look at this. Let me back it up a little bit. This is awesome. And I was watching this thing about how dogs, you know, don't like the buzzers and the clippers and stuff because it damages their nails and it's super high pitched and loud. But this seems like the answer to all those problems, because that other commercial was about a supersonic trimmer that was like just super quiet or whatever. But this is even better, and gives those dogs like a scratching post. I don't know if it would work on all dogs though. Do you think your dog would do this? I guess they have to know there's a treat in there that they really want, that they really, really want. I think it's awesome. I don't know. I wonder if you can replace the what is it, sandpaper, or whatever the scratchy or the rough surface is. No pun intended. The rough surface. Very cool. Stress-free nail trim. I mean, is this thing for is this an item for purchase? We'll get the treat out. Yeah, depends on how smart your dog is. Dog might actually just figure it out, lift, push instead of scratch, and forget about it. Former wrestler Braun Strowman is playing Jason Voorhees. Okay, I don't know who that is. Yeah, remake. They take the old titles that work, and there it is. And people will watch it. People will eat it up. Instead of like, what we're gonna see that new movie. It's like, we're gonna see that new Friday the 13th. Like, it's a franchise, you know. Anyway, I actually really like that that idea. I'd love to give it a try. Yeah, this is where we're going this weekend. Can of Craft. James gonna be there. Macy will be there. I don't have my logo up here, but I guess I didn't think to offer something. Offer him a hat. Here's a sticker. Can I be on the sponsor board? Although that's a pretty full board. There's no room for another person. Just squeak me in between some of the other ones. Just shrink it down small enough. Right here in between Misfit Island, Grow Up, and Baby Stoner's Cannabis. There's a little spot in there. I could just make it small. Yeah. Maybe down here would work. Or maybe right here. This kind of like good space. Can of vendors, craft vendors. It's going to be this Saturday from 1 to 7. Oh, I like that. It's going to give me time to drive there. It's going to be like a freaking 4-hour drive. I have a rotary nail. Yeah, but those are supposed to be. I have one too, and I guess they're supposed to be like real high pitched, and dogs, you know, hurts dogs' ears. That's the idea. All right, yeah, gonna be fun. All ages, even all age access. Okay, because I guess it's outside. 21 plus is a $5 entry. $20 or 20 and under is free. Okay. $20 and under is free. Okay. Yesterday's show. Okay, was that it? I thought there was something else I shared. Guess that was everything. Here's a video of too much music. This dog. A friend of mine does tooth gems, and it's actually a lot easier process than you think. Or not easier. I don't know how hard the work is to do it, but it's not like your whole tooth isn't enclosed. I don't think I would do it for my dog, but this clearly someone to the extreme. But yeah, people though, she does tooth gems for people, which is really pretty. Like there's a bunch of them that aren't like giant covering your whole teeth. There's a bunch of like little tiny ones that you can just kind of little shapes and little characters and stuff on your tooth. It's kind of interesting. Creation by design. Teeth whitening also does teeth whitening. So that's a whole separate thing. I plan to get that, I think, for my birthday. We'll see. Oh yeah, this gyro grill. You guys see this one?
Holy cock-a-doodle-doo! How did I nearly miss this video? Look at this worker.
Okay, we don't need. I mean, he's a funny voice, but I don't want to get. You know, no need to describe it. So this is pretty cool, though. It's like a gyroscopic grill. that you press the meat into, and boom. So there's indoors and outdoors, right, James? Not mine, you said? Yep. Canna Community doesn't come to my corner of the woods as often, James, but I go to it. I go to it. I show the love, even where the love isn't shown, you know? You and Macy are the only two people that are going to that event who have even thought about saying hello in my chat. Look at that. I should be livid. Could you hook a brother up with a sample of your trees in your yard? I don't think I don't think it'll be ready by then. You're not gonna like it anyway, James. It's not like I didn't give it any nutrients. I didn't like they got tall, but it's not gonna be good bud, you know. Oh, not your nail trimmer. Okay. I see. I tell you what, guys, I didn't really plan to do a door prize today, but if we get 10 people in here on Facebook, I'll give a door prize away. Oh, Sprouty, are you dreaming? He woke up. Anyway, this is a really cool grill. I don't know that it's necessary though. Like, would that be too much swinging around? Like, wouldn't you lose the juice? Squeezing it, and then you're flinging it around, like juice going everywhere. I don't know, guys. I'm starting to second guess this. I'm starting to second guess this, man. All right, let's see what else I have. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Some controversial thoughts on this one, guys.
Australia, when you move into your first home, you go to a Huntsman spider farm and you pick out your house huntsman and you give it a name and then you take it and get its vaccinations. They're super easy to take care of. You just let them free in your home and then they take care of all the other pests. Some house spiders can be really affectionate. They can like crawl up your shoulder or they might sleep with you in bed and they can live for quite a long time. So you develop quite a close relationship with your house spider. And let me know if you guys have any more questions for me and Gary.
I got a question for you and Gary. Do they not have pest control in Australia? Like they don't have pest control? They don't have sprays that because I know here in America, they got like sprays you could spray outside your house or inside your house. And some of them last like 90 days. Like they don't have that you got to just go buy a spider. Like I didn't even know you could buy a spider. I didn't even know spiders was for sale. Because what are we doing? We have to unplug Earth. We have to reboot Earth.
Australia, when you move into your first home, you go to a Huntsman spider farm and you.
All right, we'll play the spiders on quiet for a bit. Yeah, that guy is totally off base though. That guy is totally wrong. He's like, why not just spray more chemicals everywhere? Spray them outside. Spray them inside. Spray your entire neighborhood with chemicals and throw out poisons and things would be a much better answer than taming a badass predator of the insect jungle, you know? I just think it's silly that this guy thinks he's right. He says it so with such confidence that he thinks he's funny about it. Like it's so right. He's so right. It's funny. Just ridiculous. Hey Rose, look at that tag, and you shall receive. Rose, what do you think about this? I think you commented on this actually with the spiders.
Australia, when you move Australia, when you move into your first home, you
Was that you or no? Maybe it was a different one. No, thank you. Brandy says you burn the house down. I think it's awesome. So we got our friend Derek from Australia to comment in the chat. He says, "I love living in the bush down under. Ha! What's with just one?" He says, "Laugh my ass off." So I asked. He didn't see it, but I said, "I do like this idea. How many do you have?" He didn't respond yet, but he's like, "Why would you just get one?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point." I mean, you get it vaccinated, I guess she says, and it doesn't attack humans, supposedly. I mean, people like that. Like, I would be much cooler with that kind of spider than a tiny one. Like the tiny ones that look thick, you know, like the tiny, not the tiny thin ones. Those are just like, they feel like a leaf in the wind. But like the smaller, you know, ones with like the big ass and the, you know, thick legs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out for them. Chris Buda, what's up, my guy? Just tagging a few friends in here. I'm doing a bit of an impromptu show today because I have an appointment a little later on. But yeah, this guy at the end, he thinks he's hilarious, and he's just like, "Do they have pest control? Can you just go get gallons of you know, sprays and chemicals to spray your house?" As if he's just so in the right about it. It's this guy here, this comedian. He thought he thought it was funny, and it's like, I think it's sad. I think that's a big problem, man. Hey, let's listen to Soil King.
How do you apply it to a lemon?
It's really good.
Hey, Soil King, yeah. How do you apply it to a lemon tree or trees outside? Something that is a perennial, not an annual. Remember, an annual is something like a lettuce or vegetable that grows and has a really short root lifespan, and then it's done for the year. A perennial, like a lemon tree, is something that goes on and on and on and gets bigger and bigger. So you don't need as much because the root growth is slower than a lettuce that has a tremendous amount of job to do in a short amount of time. So let's get into this. Very simple. Mr. B's Green Trees. This is it. This is the one. You want to produce awesome lemons and awesome annuals and perennials, and this is how you do it. You grab a little bit of Mr. B's Green Trees. You can put a mask on if you like. You know, wear gloves if you like as well too. And just a small handful, and you just sprinkle it around like you're salt and peppering heavily on a steak. Put it right around there. That's it. And then I like to scratch it in. And the reason why I like to scratch it in is so when you water on top, it doesn't wash away or bundle up to one side. It actually goes in. And that's how simple it is. And you could do this with any outdoor plants that you have, shrubs, bushes, trees, fruit trees, and as well as any vegetables that you have outside, perennials, and your house plants as well. Mr. B's Green Trees. I'll put in a comment down below what to use, what type for what. But thank you for tuning in. You know, Soil King, we got this. We got you. We're doing this together.
Nice. Oh, Soil King hitting the bag.
Lemon tree.
Oh, dang it. I just wanted to stop.
Trees outside. Something that is a
Oh, okay. But what he said something in here that struck me, which I didn't, I guess, put in these words before. When he said it, I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Some things like a tree or a long-term plant, a perennial, or no, it'd be annual, that, you know, goes dormant and comes back like a tree. They have a slow root uptake, and things that like vegetables or fruit that you want to grow fast, it has a much faster root uptake. And so, and you know, I guess it's an obvious kind of thing, but just saying it that way kind of gave me a little bit of a different perspective. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so that's how, you know, I have trouble with house plants, but I don't have as much trouble with these vegetables that I'm growing because they're much faster paced. You know, give them more, whatever, you know, more water, more nutrients, or at least they can take more than what you would give. Like, you know, a houseplant gets almost none, like really almost none. Okay, this is another one. The copper thing. This is an interesting conundrum here. Let's.
They actually removed copper doors and copper door handles in the 1900s. And this is because the copper was antibacterial and antiviral, and they would stop diseases from spreading and bacteria from spreading. That's why all the hospitals in the 18 and 1900s used to have copper door handles and brass door handles. Because if anybody came in with an infection and they then had to use cutlery or door handles, they weren't going to be passing on that infection to other people. Just like the linen sheets again, which would prevent the bacteria from spreading, because we know linen is the only fabric that is antibacterial. So they actually removed copper doors and copper door handles in the 90s.
Okay, I'm gonna debunk this. I'm gonna debunk this. I believe. I do not believe there was a concerted effort to get actual silverware, silver cutlery, and copper items out of our hands. I think those two metals became a lot more valuable in the electrical age, in the industrial age, the electrical age, now the digital age. You still have a huge high need or demand for copper and silver. And it also has, there's also other properties that I don't think they even spoke about in here, is that like things like gold and silver will absorb radiation. This is mostly just about copper, but they also will purify things like silverware would purify or was antibacterial and things like that. And so I honestly think people started using other materials because it's cheaper, you know. And now if you're try to put copper in your house, if you try to build a house, a brand new house, and use copper, people will come through when the construction crew's not there at night and rip out all the copper. It's just insane. So okay, so Rose, let me push back a little bit on this idea that there was some sort of concerted effort of doing this. I can go online and I can order, or I can go to a store and order a copper water pitcher and copper cups. I actually have one cup that's copper upstairs that my mother gave me. She has a copper pitcher and another cup, and it's not that easy to use all the time. You have to, like, it gets tarnished after one use, and you have to use lemon and salt to clean it, you know. And it's like, I feel like that's just not very convenient, you know. And I guess you don't have to clean it every time. I'm not used to using it. I don't know. It seems if you wash it like regular, I mean, it won't look right. It won't have the shine, you know. And so I don't know, maybe that's just a superficial thing, but that's beside the point. My point is, you can still go and get copper, you can go and still get, you know, cutlery, but people would steal silverware. They would steal your silverware. Why? Because it started becoming much more valuable. If you know, porcelain suddenly became super valuable, people would start stealing toilets. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that. I think that's all it was. I just don't see the conspiracy there. We still have. They would be outlawing us from buying any copper, anything. You know, they do have. Some people did comment like, well, they're taking pennies out of circulation. Yeah, but that's because not a lot of pennies get used. I don't know. When's the last time you went to the store? Like, maybe when you were broke, and I saved my change. And if I ever had to, yeah, you better believe I'll spend the pennies. But it just seems like one of those things that nobody really spends. People throw them everywhere. Like, I think that's silly that you see like that you see coins on the ground and don't pick them up, even if it's a dirty penny. Like, it depends on like my situation. If it's that dirty, like, no. But if it's something you can kind of blow off and, you know, kind of brush off with some dirt or something, I'm not looking at it as treasure. I'm looking at it like, if we can't see our lowest of lowest, you know, monetary value as as important, then what? How are we any better than the people at the top who are just blowing our money and printing new money and all that kind of stuff? Yeah, and that might be way more devastating and detrimental to the society. But those of us at the bottom who walk past the penny, walk past the nickel, or oh, it's a heads up, it's not okay, or it's tails up, or whatever it is, and you know, those kind of things are to me, I think, or at least, okay, let me back up. Maybe not the people that are always looking to pick them up, but the people who are out there and just like literally toss them around, have them all over their car, pennies and things. I don't give a shit about those. It's like, well, I think that same mentality is a little bit of an issue. I don't know. I guess that's my high horse for today. And let me zoom back out a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to get copyrighted for some of these videos, but we'll see. We'll see. Did I make anything before this? Let's see. Could talk about the Wink House. I've done a review for them. I do buy my stuff here. I can't play the music from this, but she does have. We'll just play the video without the music, but she's got all kinds of stuff for ladies. It is definitely a little bit more of a lady store, but they have a bunch of like different health sections, and I get, you know, they've got good dog treats. They've got I get my shampoo, my not my shampoo. I get my dish washing detergent. I get my laundry detergent, and now I get my toothpaste there, which are these little tablets. And the little tablets they actually have hydroxy, what is it called? Apatite, and also xylitol in them, which are the two active ingredients that are also in the remineralizing gum that I've talked about on this show a few Wednesdays ago. And it still has the same active ingredient, which I think is, you know what, I might not have ever fixed the silly runner. Is it saying Indoor Farmer Reviews? I'm gonna be pissed. I'll just change it. Okay. Alice, good morning. How are you? I'm poor. I saved my change. Well, yeah, I mean, I saved my change too for various reasons. I mean, you can actually find some change that's worth a lot of money. No pun intended. Pays off later. Yeah, pun intended. Nice. I gotta say though, like, there's this whole app. There's multiple apps now where you can find out if you have a penny or a nickel or a dime or a quarter, or, you know, any kind of coin that's maybe worth a lot of money. I actually have a silver dollar just chilling right here. It's been here for years now. It's funny. This is a $1 coin. In God We Trust. It looks goldish shaped, maybe copper. Or goldish colored. United States of America, American Innovators. You see, I can't find a date. Oh, it's one of those rare no dated ones, undated ones. Oh man, that's just maybe I gotta, let's see. Signed first. Patent. Someone signed it. I mean, it's got a signature on it, but no date. Huh. I guess there wouldn't be a date if it's a silver dollar. It's got the Statue of Liberty on the face. It says, "In God We Trust." That's kind of crazy. Is there a date on the side? Oh, there's writing on the side of this one. Let's see. Should we pull up the magnifying glass for this? Let's see. What do you call it? The microscope. We'll pull out this microscope and do this scientifically. If it works. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, this might work. Which cord, which cable should we try? Oh, I didn't even have to do all that. Okay. There it is. No bueno. This could be really fun if I could get this to work. It's my mouse. I can't do that. I need that. I can take this one out, but I don't know if that's connected. It's always something, isn't it? I'm leaning on my good side. Good rib. Okay, now we got power. Got power at least. Okay. Boom. Okay, and let's make it to put it on the top. Interesting. Oh, I see. Boom. You guys, it's gonna be fun. Now, for the finishing touches, I need to get this fancy schmancy huge tweezer thing that I got for cannabis use. But wait, I don't want to take those off. Okay, that's how it works. It says PH, it looks like. Hey, Red 6. What's up, man? Guys, if we can get 10 people in the house, I'll give away a door prize, even though it's kind of a pop-up show today. Okay, so now let's look at the side. Let me show you guys the side. I need to focus it. So there's stars there. What's over here? More stars. Is it just stars all the way around? Okay, there it is. That's what we're looking for. (2018). Wait, is that a F or a 1? 2018. That one looks like an F. Maybe turn the lights down a little bit more. Yeah, I guess that's a 2000. I guess that's an 18. Maybe you need more light now. The rest of it is just stars, it looks like. Wait, no, there's something else. says E pluribus unum. E pluribus unum. E pluribus unum, y'all. Could I get a hashtag E pluribus? I'm kidding. Just give me the hashtag WTIF if you thought that was anywhere close to cool. Got the backside, which is a whole nother thing. Excuse me. I've had this for a while. We're looking at copper. I thought of coins. It's signed. Does that make it special? I don't know. It's probably just still worth $1. What's this? The shield, okay, with the eagle, or no? Yeah, with the eagle. I like the cogs on it. Cogs are cool. Cool cogs, huh? Hey, Margaret. I found a 1929 quarter on the road once. Holy shit. Karina, what's up? I love glass doorknobs. Glass. Well, see, the whole point is like the copper doorknobs are antibacterial and would help keep people healthy. So the conspiracy theory of it is that they for some reason took them away, but I think it just was a product of the technology evolving. You can still buy copper items. That's the proof. Like you can just go. Like we should all buy copper pitchers and drink water out of the copper pitchers. I have a little cup. I should drink a little more water out of it each day, just because. In fact, I'm going to try and do that. I meant to take another picture or two of my kitchen cupboards. I've been saving glass jars from anything that I buy from the grocery store that has glass, and I just have it's full. I actually gave some away. I found more cupboards that I could use to move some over there, and then I finally was like, I'm not using these jars for anything. What would I use them for? And it clicked. It hit me. I thought, why am I not using these jars for leftovers? Even though it's a jar, and it might be like there's some wider jars, so there's room. I could put soup. I could put, leftover, whatever, bacon, whatever, anything that I cooked, any leftovers from what I ate into those jars with the lid, and we're golden. I feel like, why haven't I been doing that? I've been wrestling with trying to get rid of plastic containers that are in the fridge with my leftovers, you know what I mean? And I actually bought a glass dish that's got a silicone lid on it for leftovers, and I thought, well, there's just one, and I'm still using all these like extra plastic containers. Then I'm like, well, I got a freaking cupboard full of jars. What am I doing? So I'm going to take a picture of that at some point and show it off. It's like, just be like, look at these big jars that could be repurposed to something good. One more person in the house on the Facebook side, and we can do the door prize. Oh, hey, thanks for popping in on the Rumble, Alice and Margaret. Ladies, I really appreciate it. Just you two commenting brought Rumble up to 6 people. Just because of you. Anyway, this is a pretty cool coin. I like the Statue of Liberty on the other side. Is there anything special written on the... You guys see that? There's words on it. I'm just kidding. Like there's words right there along the thing. What does that say? I feel like well, who was it? Tom Hanks and what's the other guy's name? They both did like shows about all these different historical clues. One was the Da Vinci Code. The other one was the like American side of like some kind of historical thing. What was his name? Nicolas Cage. Oh, can't believe I forgot. Anyway, like, oh look, do you see this clue? She's actually flipping us off with this. No, I just see it in my God We Trust. It says, what does that really mean? It's the Da Vinci. 420 code. It says 420 on that. Oh my gosh. All right. Cheers. You guys let me know if we hit 10 because I'm not always watching the number. I hit 10 and then they leave, but that still counts. Tell you what, we're gonna check out some bud now instead. I got some runts. Some runts here we could look at. Let's see. Ooh. Are you ready? Zooming in. Enhance. 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 Let's see if we can find a good spot here. That's not a terrible spot. Can I? Ooh. Oh. My finger was stuck to it. Okay, that's good enough, right? 10 people. Thank you, Karina. Appreciate that. We will, here. Maybe I could put them, maybe I can get them both on here at the same time. At the same time. Video source. Ah, there it is. Oop, there it is. Where is it? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's weird. It won't let me do it over here. Well, I never. Let's try one more time. Aha. We've got it, folks. Aha. Shouts out to the Rumblers. If you haven't found Rumble, this is a new month, so I need all hands on deck Rumblers to comment and hit the hours so we can make our goal again this month. And I can keep giving out all the goodies that I do. Okay, so let me see. Alice and Margaret will run the Rumble, and let's go by commenters on Facebook. Let's go with Karina. Let's go with Alice. I'm gonna go backwards here. James. Thank you for all the tags. I do appreciate it. Kelly. Rose. That was T. If you're still here, it's been a lot of comments back there. So if you're still here, comment. Hit me a hashtag or something, and we'll throw you on the store prize. I don't know if I really want to mess with all the websites and stuff today. I still do have my appointment. That's what's going on Farm Week now, huh? Oh, big potato. Learn from my mistakes. Congerville farmer shares his near-fatal accident story. Oh, snap. That kind of sounds intriguing. He must have fell in that potato, sat on it. No, I'm kidding. To this day, Henry Brockman, 61, isn't sure what exactly went wrong before a 1.5-ton tractor rolled over his body and nearly killed him in Congerville last year. Oh, snap. After 30 plus years of farming, there are habits etched into the organic grower's brain like muscle memory. He doesn't think about them, he just acts. In March 2024, something didn't take. It had been a dry spring that year, Brockman said, so when he went to till his popcorn patch, one day the stalks twisted and got wrapped up around his tiller, requiring him to stop and fix the situation. He planned to get the tiller raised so that he couldn't cut away the stalks. Standing alongside his Ford 1720's large back tire, Brockman turned the key to the ignition, and the tire started rolling. Here's what I can't believe after all these years that I did. I stopped my tractor and left it in gear. I always put my tractor in neutral. It's muscle memory. You do it without thinking, right? Brockman told Jim Taylor of the RDF radio network in an interview. I didn't do that this time for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm 61 years old. The tire pinned Brockman's foot to the ground and rolled over him. From toe to heel, from toe to head. It rolled over him long ways, you guys. It went long ways. It happened in an instant, but it seemed like forever. Time would slow down. It'd be like, just like, I don't know, you'd be like rolling up. Like 25 seconds of tire on top of you. Holy crap. Underneath the roll of the tractor's tire, his pelvis was crushed. His shoulders, ligaments snapped, but his skull remained intact and his ribs did not break. What? My ribs broke on accident the other day. Nearly 18 months after the incident, Brockman now has the luxury of feeling something other than pain. First of all, I kind of feel like I'm an idiot for letting this happen to myself. Brockman said, "The truth is, it's just one stupid mistake that you would never even think you would make, and that's it. In a split second, it's over. Or in my case, luckily, it wasn't over, but it could have been. Could have been." His injuries were so severe he could not participate in the Evanston Farmers Market outside of Chicago that year. He couldn't even participate in the Evanston Farmers Market outside of Chicago. Evanston Farmers Market, where he sells much of the produce he grows and has since 1993. Still, he worked when he could. Of course, he's a farmer with a crushed pelvis and can you believe this guy? Within 3 weeks of the accident, probably I was at least able to stand at a table and do some growing transplant work, Brockman said. But I would do that for 45 minutes and go back to the house and literally take a 3-hour nap. Okay, I think I'm done with the story, but it goes on for, I guess it's almost, audio life and near death on a Congerville organic farm. It's a whole audio version of the story. Interesting. Okay. I can read the last 2 paragraphs. By October 2024, after weeks of incremental progress, Brockman said he felt pretty darn close to normal. He's fortunate the accident wasn't worse and grateful for the positive outcome, he said. And while he may feel sheepish looking back, he hopes other farmers will pay close attention to detail that could save their lives. Learn from my mistakes, he says. Just always be aware of what you're doing and how dangerous of a situation you're always in. Sorry. Brockman said, it's hard because we're driving these factors for hours and on end every day for years and years and years. You feel like it's an extension of your own body. It's a good example. These kinds of accidents happen all the time. Brockman shared a story during the National Farm Safety and Health Week. Oh, must be National Farm Safety and Health Week. Or, must have been recently. 9 hours ago. Happened in an instant, but it seemed like forever. Oh, yeah, that was what's going on here. IPCB delays action on California emissions proposal. Okay. Lower feed use pushes corn stocks higher than expected. Lower feed use? So that means like a higher supply, right? Maybe I'm wrong about that. All right, that's all over there. Let's see what's Marijuana Moment got going on. Check out some. Oh, wow. Don't usually see a favorable article about Trump in here, but the headline reads, Trump can outdo Democrats by rescheduling marijuana when they failed to do so, Roger Stone says. That would be funny. Major Alcohol Industry Trade Association welcomes its first THC cannabis beverage member. Interesting. That's big news. Not too divisive. The leading alcohol industry group has added a company that makes THC-infused drinks to its membership roster for the first time. Cannabuzz, a Kentucky-based Kentucky-based manufacturer of hemp-derived THC beverages, is now an associate member of Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America, the WSWA. The company announced in a press release last week, "We're proud to be the first THC brand to join WSWA's." Like, would someone say it that way? Like, that's hard to say every time. Do you guys think that, like, or the WSWA? That's just the WSWA. Like, that's just too much. It's too much. Need magnesium and calcium and strong bones. Oh yeah, I should be taking more magnesium. Hey, Kim Marston, hello. Let me make sure I get some of you on the wheel here. This one here. Kim. Oh. Who else? If you go over to Rumble, I'll get you another spot. Anybody? I just see Margaret and Alice. Alice says, I bet you're a good book reader with all the expressions you put into the when you read. I don't always toot my own horn, Alice, but I read to my son, and he likes the voices. Yeah. I do some impressions, not well, but some. I need to try an infused drink. I've tried a few. You can actually win some on the Indoor Farmer Game Night. Let's get back down here. Do it. Rose says do it. All right. Where was I? THC beverage category. Annie Rose Arouse, Cannabuzz CEO and founder, said in a press release, "We look forward to collaborating with the organization and providing our industry expertise to help grow a safe and accessible market." Being a part of WSWA with will give Cannabis access to distributor expertise, best practice frameworks, and policy engagement as the cannabis category matures, the company said. Our goal isn't just to sell drinks, it's to help retailers, distributors, and regulators align on simple guardrails that protect consumers and give stores confidence to stock the category. Rouse said. He believes standardized labeling, potency, appropriate serving size, and clear age gating will define the next chapter of adult cannabis beverages. We're excited to join Beverage Alcohol's leading trade group to help build these responsible standards for hemp-derived THC ready-to-drink beverages. WSWA staff did not respond to Marijuana Moment's request for comment on this story. Oh, what? They're like, oh man, now all these weed people are hitting us up. That's though the organization's website confirms Cannabis is now an associate member of the organization. Wow, they had to use organization twice in the same sentence. The association in June called on Congress to dial back language in a House spending bill that would ban most consumable hemp products, instead proposing to maintain the legalization of naturally derived cannabinoids from the crop and only prohibit synthetic items. Well, for sure. But if you prohibit synthetic items, what's Big Pharma going to do when they make synthetic cannabis medicine? Members of WSWA also met with lawmakers and staffers in April to advocate for 3 key policy priorities. Let's done with that story, I guess. There's always more to check out on marijuanamoment.net. They have a pretty active writing staff. 4 hours ago, Massachusetts lawmakers advanced psychedelics pilot program bill as committee weigh additional psychedelic measures, or psilocybin measures. So, in one hand, they're saying psychedelics pilot program, and then they say the additional psilocybin measures. Psilocybin is not the only psychedelic. I wonder what that's about. California marijuana tax cut officially takes effect with planned increase delayed through at least 2028. Well, this is going to be the number wheel, looks like. We got number 9 and number 7 already won this week. And let's see if anybody joined the number wheel post. Nope, still just 11. Okay. Got pretty good odds to win this one. We just spend 4 LGV verifies. Let's do this. Here we go. When you do, you always do it with Dos Equis? Dos Equis, yeah, I get you. Appreciate you guys all popping in today. It's been one of those weird ones where I just decided to do a pop-up live stream since I have an appointment in about 2 hours. Number 1. Who was number 1? Who was number 1? Okay, let's find out. Let's see. Down the list. theindoorfarmer.locals.com if you want to support what I do, not just me yammering on the screen, but all the the whole thing that I do, my entire journey, my vision. Margaret number 1. Congratulations. MJ's Baked Goods. Let's play MJ's Baked Goods for her real quick.
Her initials so clever. She's the queen of the bake. MJ's Baked Goods, oh what a treat to take. Oh MJ, with your cookies so sweet, you've got the magic touch from your head to your feet. In your kitchen, you're the ruler of the dough. With every bite we're lifted and we love you so. She runs a group on Facebook where the good times roll, with cannabis, cookies, cakes, and a pie that's on parole. Her treats are legendary, they'll make your...
Oh, we're back. Did that play all right? I think that played pretty smooth that time. So Alice, that's why I pull it up on screen. I appreciate you asking me this because you are a new member. So over here on Locals, if you go to my community, the indoorfarmer.locals.com, the Indoor Farmer community on Locals. My screen name is Waylon the Indoor Farmer, and it's at the Indoor Farmer on Locals. But you're in this, you paid to be in this, and if you just scroll down, and actually I can unpin this one. That's one of the just a video live sesh we did, and then you'll see here pinned at the top. It's got the little pin on it, and it says numbers wheel post, and it gives you the exact date of this week, of like Sunday or Monday, and it just tells you exactly what to do. Like this post, comment below. I'll give out numbers before the first spin during the live show on Monday, and on each show I check to see if anyone jumps in on it, and then I spin it 4 times. So every show I do throughout the week, Monday through Thursday. Yeah, good luck. You don't have to be there. You won't have to be there to win. You just have to be in the post. So you just hit the like button and hit a comment, anything you want to put in there, hashtag WTIF or whatever. Up to you. I think it's pretty cool because it's something that you can get in on even if you don't have time to come and watch my show. That's why a lot of people who I think coming through and actually do watch the show and do hang out when I'm live should really do it, because they'd benefit even more by getting the door prize and the number post, both, So anyway. So that's the post right there, and you actually still have tomorrow. Alice will be live tomorrow night on People in the Boxes talking about camping. We're going to be doing camping this week. And remember, we play not a video game. We play a game. We play like a game show type of a vibe with the topic now on Thursdays, and that's with all the people up on screen. They send in some stories. And this week we're going to be sending them into Jessica Bingham, Miss JB, and she's going to send me all the stories so I don't know whose they are. And then while during the show, all of us on screen will be playing this sort of game as to guessing as to whose stories they belong to. And you guys in the audience get to do the same thing in the comments. And as the stories get revealed, anybody who had the right answer gets put on the door prize an additional time. So it's a pretty fun time on People in the Boxes now. It's definitely made it more fun for me, that's for sure. And we learn a lot still. It works really well, we'll say. Anyway, let's get the door prize set up here. I don't think the music is shared in anymore, but let's see. You go look for it. Okay, yeah. Just whenever we leave, no worries. I'll probably hang out for a little while longer after the door prize, just so that anybody who's waiting for that can get out of here. Hey, Autumn, what's up? Autumn. It is. You're on the wheel. Gotta bounce. Gotta work in the garden. All right, James. We'll see you. Oh, Jacob Street. He says, "What is this?" Facebook. I think you're on the Facebook side, Jacob. Those are cookies. Hell yeah. See if I missed anybody else. Got Cullen on there. I think that's it. All right, we're gonna spin this, but then I'm gonna probably hit this bowl a few more times. Welcome. He's a friend of yours, James? Okay. That lends a little credibility. Appreciate knowing that people, especially the fact that if you tagged him in here, it's even better. Appreciate that. So we're about to spin this door prize. You are not a member of our virtual community. You actually get a game night ticket, and that ticket gets you into the game night on Sunday. If you would like a chance at winning prizes, you do not have to play the game. You just have to be here in the comments on Sundays at 1 o'clock Central Time. Looks like Rose. I'm guessing. I'm only guessing, but I think I might be right. Might even hit Cullen. Is it going to hit Cullen? I think it's going to go all the way to Cullen. No, it's not. It's stopping. No, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh! Ooh, ah, ooh. Oh! That was intense. Whew. Cullen, are you still here, bro? Gordon, what's up? Let's see if I'm watching myself on Facebook to see when the lag catches up, or the delay. Cullen Smith. Cullen, let's see if I got the Cullen song still. It's in here somewhere. I don't know where it is. Oh well. Well, Cullen, if you're here, I think he's not here. We can add Gordon on. Gordon, if you hang out. Oh, Ronaldo. Can add Ronaldo on too. That's twice now. Yeah, you almost got it. You were so close. Cullen Smith, you're not here, bro? I don't think he's worried about a win, but it's all right. Ronaldo and Gordon. All right. You do have to be here to win. Ronaldo, if you hit up the Facebook side, I'll throw you on here one more time. I'll hit this Bizzo real quick while we wait. You won't find another news show like this. Don't worry, that smoke is 3 feet away from him. It looks like it's right on top of him, but it's all over here. It was over here, I promise. Oh yeah, Jacob, you're on the wheel, man. Hang out for a few minutes here. We're going to spin it again. I'm just waiting for one of my subscribers and awesome friends, Ronaldo from the 505, to hit up the Facebook real quick, because he's jumping around. YouTube, Rumble. It says we got 5 people that popped through on the X. Looks like they have changed the... They've added in X in the numbers. It says 21 people watching, but that is false because X does not show concurrent viewership, which means that number 5 is fucking things up. You gotta be able to subtract. You have to subtract 5. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna spin again. All right, I guess he's not. Can you send link on Facebook? Well, it should be. Let me just tag you. You do have 2 pages now. I don't think I'm tagging the old one, but I'm not sure. It's on my page. That 5, Alice, yeah, it's like, what? There's nobody there. Those are just 5 people that clicked on it. If you are there, you come find us somewhere else, because you can't even comment over there right now. Unless you're a blue check mark. You can comment on my live stream on X. I don't know how to fix that. That's a Rumble issue. Here, Ronaldo, I did share it in my oh, there he is. Got him. I just saw you jumping around. I figured I would give you that opportunity. It's pretty cool, and I like the music in the background. Oh, thanks. I can't barely even hear it, honestly. It's like very, very... It's crazy how it's so low for me, but you guys hear it like pretty strongly. It's at 11 audio. I could probably turn it down more. I just hope my voice can be heard over it. Like I listened to yesterday's show, and at one point I was like, that's a little, that's too loud. Not too loud to hear, but it just was competitively loud. Yeah. Competitively loud. It's soothing. Well, it does change, Alice. There's a few of them that are different. I will play you guys some other music. You guys want to jam out for a minute? We'll play this song. It's going to be full volume though, so be aware. You might want to turn it down just a hair. Let's go.
Waylon the indoor farmer, he's got the greenest thumb, with ideas so original, they make the ears feel numb. He's not just growing veggies, he's cultivating trends.
Karina.
In his urban oasis, where innovation never ends. Waylon's the man with the plan. You see, he sets the pace, and we all wanna be like Waylon, the indoor farmer. Oh, so genuine, but they'd rather copy him than join in. He's got a style so unique, it's hard to replicate. But folks try to mimic, they just can't wait. They see his vision, they see his success.
Yes, Karina's gone.
But they miss out on the magic of his process. here for the hype. He's here for the growth. His integrity's the seed. In his ideas, while others chase the fame, Waylon stays true. His originality is what we all pursue. Waylon's the man with the plan. You see, he sets the pace, and we all wanna be like Waylon, the indoor farmer. Oh, so genuine, but they'd rather copy him than join in. So here's the Waylon with his soil and his light, a trendsetter by nature, doing what's right. Oh, his legacy's not fame, but the path he's paved for those who follow in the gardens he's made.
I used multiple programs to do that, and they were AI, but there are levels of skill on how to use it. So I do like to admit that it's AI, but at the same time, you know, I typed out quite a bit of stuff. Like, you want to give it as much detail as possible, and then it can really do a much better job. Some programs don't let you have enough characters to give it detail, but another program might, and then you can actually use it to do that. Anyway, but James is here. Congrats, bro. Thanks, Jacob. I actually got a few other pretty good ones. We can even check one out here. I like the Hip Hop Smoke song.
Yo, I'm Waylon.
Let me turn it back a little bit.
Yo, I'm Waylon, the farmer, but not from the fields. I'm growing my medicine the way that it heals. For my mind, for my body, I grow with a peace. A veteran's journey where healing's to feast. In my studio, the plants grow tall. Cannabis and food, I grow.
Congrats, James.
Aquaponics, hydro, my methods vary. From the seeds to the podcast, it's all necessary. On my aquaponic setup, fish providing life, plants feeding off the water, cutting down on strife. But there's more to me than just my growing green. I host the shows, the mic, my unseen queen. From game shows to reviews, we talk and we learn. Self-sustainability, the lessons we churn. With buds and dabs, we share and we vibe. Entertainment and education, the reason we thrive.
I think that's your first one.
Learning together, the buzz, it's happening. Weed in the air, knowledge to gain. Waylon's the host, and he's running the game. I bring in the guests from far and wide. Talk about life where the truth can't hide. With viewers and friends, we share the bud. Discussing, debating, and then passing it should. Dabs on the table, the smoke cloud rises. The panel discusses the world in disguises, but it's all in the name of understanding. A community built on learning and expanding. So here's to Waylon, the indoor farmer with his cannabis. His shows, he's the charmer, a vet who's found peace in the plant and the word. Growing, hosting, teaching, his life's preferred.
Are you a drummer, Jacob? Wait, hold on. They sound a lot different at the higher volume, don't they? A lot less chill. Can you guys hear them? Can you hear that music right now? Because I turned it down to 6. I can't hear it at all. Like, I hear 0 music. But yeah, congrats, James. This is your first Indoor Farmer coupon. So you got 1. And Margaret, Miss MJ's Baked Goods, won the number wheel today, and she has 49 Indoor Farmer coupons. Incredible. Incredible. We still have some old subscribers that have coupons they never used, so I guess I come out ahead with that. My money's not good enough for you, huh? Forget about it. You know what? Whenever I grab this poker and I think I feel Italian today, hey, it's a me, you know? And it's like, anyway, just being silly. You can't hear it at all? Okay. So it's 6 is a little bit too low. Let me see what, like, I was at 11 before. I think maybe there's 17. Let's go up to, like, there's 10. That might be even better. Or, you know, it's the end of the show. We'll just do this. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for chilling out. I don't think I have nothing else to give away. But if anybody wants to pop on screen, I have this little sesh. I have about maybe 20 minutes before I need to get out of here. I can see, look, I mean, I see 38 people in the house, which I think, I don't know, it says 21 people watching on X. We know that's not real. If you're watching on X, comment on the post itself, outside of the live video, but on the post. Even if you can comment on the in the live chat, comment on the post and say, I was here, I watched a little bit, whatever. It doesn't have to be a long sentence. You can say, hey, because I don't believe it. 21, there are 38 people here? No. But the people who are here may want to see more clouds. If you want to see more clouds, hit the hashtag. Barely, okay. Well, I could, no, that was when it was 10. Yeah. You know the drill. Hit the hashtag and we'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like, woo! I don't have laughing out here yet, but the rim shot is pretty fun. Not rim job. Rim shot. Oh wait, there's laughing. Stop! Alright, I had to refresh the page. It was just going to go on and on. That one was named Na 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 under laughing. That person was saying no. They were saying no. Wow, that was terrible. Can I find just a regular laugh? Chipmunk laughs? Yeah, this is the one. It warms my soul. Not whole. It doesn't warm my whole. It warms my soul. I promise. That's the best one, though. I don't know of any others that are worth clicking. If I click any others, they're probably literal pranks on me. There's one that says Mexican laugh. Oh, this one's good. Classic. Oh, it is October, folks. Barely okay. Cheers. Thanks, Autumn. All right, I'll do this just for Autumn and Rose. Cheers, ladies. Rose says, "Don't do that again." Yeah, I'm not clicking that one again. No, thank you. I'm gonna have nightmares about that one again. Oof. It just was not gonna stop. It was not gonna stop. Okay, guys, I gotta click Mexican laugh. Okay. All right. Chipmunk laugh. I'll take it. I like that one. Oh, okay, James. Look, we'll be honest. I'll be honest. Maybe it warms my hole too. Okay. Not only does it warm my soul, but it warms my hole as well. All right, I think it's time to go. I'm gonna head over to locals though, if anybody wants to finish watching some of the Kill Tony episode that we've been this week watching. We did kind of like a little group watch party with certain shows, and now I have certain shows that I don't watch unless I go live on locals. I pause it wherever we stop, and then I play from then on, you know. And it's like it's a fun little tradition I do weekly. You guys don't have to love it, but we have fun with it, and it's free. You sign up on locals for free, and you can watch the after sesh for free, where I might talk a little bit, but mostly we're laughing along with you guys watching something on the screen here, like we do with the little box on the screen. Anyway, we're gonna get going. Let me turn that way back down. Way back down. I hope you guys all have a good day. Thanks, Jess. Oh, hey, Jess. That one's cute. What one's cute? Oh, the laugh. The chipmunks. Yeah. Got it. All right, we're going over to locals. We'll be there in just a minute. It says 40 people watching. The X is just throwing me off now that they added that in there. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that, Rumble. It says 22 people. If there are 22 actual people watching on X, I'm going to shit my pants. You know what? Before we leave, let's shit our pants over here. Let's check out X. Let's see if anybody's commenting in the live chat. Let's pull it up. That's Johnny Paradise's page from last week when we pulled it up. Okay, let's go to my profile. It says I'm live. I never even hit the like button myself. I'm the only like. Let's grow. I'll just do a comment as well. Pretty sad over there. It says 23 views, and but those views translate to live viewers on Rumble. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's only gonna cause a problem. Now we got a problem, man. All right, we'll see you guys later. Tomorrow, 9 or 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 Eastern, 7 Mountain Time, 6 Pacific Time, is People in the Boxes. We're going to be talking camping. It's going to be fun. Going to be some stories about camping. And you're going to have to guess, or you don't have to, but you get to guess on which one of the people on screen sent that story in for each one of the stories. And there isn't a certain number of stories, but I think I'm going to start trying to keep a score for us co-hosts on screen and see who's really good at this game. Maybe we could have little bit bigger prize coming up soon too. We can get people excited about playing story boxes, and it's heavily influenced by, and I will always shout out where I kind of got the idea, because it's a miniature or sort of a different version of another show that we watch on the after show called Story Wars. Louis J. Gomez and what's his name? Big J. Okerson, yeah. They do a pretty fun. It's a funny show with comedians, but we sort of added it into People in the Boxes, and it makes the show much more fun, in my opinion. So come and check it out tomorrow at 8 o'clock. If you ever want to know when or where I'll be live, pinned at the top of my profile. Now, if you're watching me from Rumble, you just have to know my schedule, I guess. But on the top of my profile, I'll always have my schedule pinned. And at the end of every show, I also put it up. I also do this at the end of every episode of my show. At the very end, I throw this up on screen. So if you ever wonder why I do that, it's just to, help people know when I'm supposed to be live. Now today is obviously different because I have an appointment. So if you didn't hear me say that 6 times before this, I did a random pop-up live today, which is awesome to see. Almost 20 people in here now. It says 45, but no, that's not true. Anyway, it says 27 people are here on X, but that's just... I got attacked by a cactus last camp trip. Wow. Don't tell us all the cool stories now. Rose, you should come up on People in the Boxes sometime. And anybody that wants to come up before, wants to tell us before tomorrow that they want to be on, can... and I guess not before tomorrow, but sometime tomorrow morning, and says I'll be on the show. Send us in your stories, and I think we have other ways to get more people up on screen too. We could utilize. I have some ideas. Yeah, let us know, and also you might want to have to try to get on Rumble Studios way early. If you don't have it already and you're trying to figure it out, you're gonna want to try to work that out before the show. Hopefully. Have a good day, Jacob. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you stopping long enough to see what we're all about. But yeah, we're getting out of here. I'll be on Locals in just a minute, guys. Remember the indoorfarmer.locals.com. It's free to sign up. It's free to join the community over there. There's a lot of things going on there without having to pay anything, but for $2 a month you can become a member that gets into game night and gets into the number spin and anything else that I come up with. So remember, everybody's got to eat. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Peace.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wayland the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Wayland the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Wayland's here.